Good morning. Welcome to a daily dose of fitness. If you're here for a free 45-minute full body workout, you're in the right place. We're going to get started in just a minute. As you come on here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, hit the heart button, shoot me a comment. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you are working out with me today. If you're doing this workout on the replay, welcome to the replay. Those replays are available right here on Facebook for 30 days, but they're available anytime over on my YouTube channel at Daily Dose Fitness and Nutrition. I encourage you to go over there, check out the playlist tab. Right now we are on the January 2026 playlist, and the workouts are labeled just like they are here. So today's workout will say Daily Dose of Fitness Live, Strength and Stretch Tuesday, and it will have the date, which we are on the 20th. So that is that. If you're doing the replay, have a great workout, and let me know what you think of it. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. As always, who do we have on here first of all? Oh, it's Kelly again. Good morning, Kelly. 2 days in a row, I feel lucky. As always, I do not know where you're at in your fitness journey. Exercise does have risks, anywhere from strains, sprains, bruises, and fractures, all the way to heart attack, stroke, and death. If you don't know if you're fit to work out or if it's just been a long time since your last physical, please go get one. If you experience any chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, faintness, those are all signs you need to stop what you're doing, go get checked out before resuming any kind of physical activity. And finally, even though I am a personal trainer, I can't see you. So when you exercise with me, you're doing so at your own risk. I'll try to provide as much instruction and as many modifications as possible, but I can't see if you're doing those things correctly. So if you're ready, willing, and able to accept that responsibility, let's get moving. Now we're gonna go ahead and stretch it up overhead. I see Sheridan and JJ have hopped on as well. Good morning. Great to see you guys. And let's take it across the body. And down toward the ground. And let's take those legs wide, toes pointed out. We're going to take it side to side. Back stays straight as you're going down. As I go to the left, I take the right arm down. As I go to the right, I take the left arm down. And we're going to go ahead and stand it up. Keep those legs wide, toes pointed out, and just take the torso side to side, keeping the legs still. Warming up those obliques and the spine. And we'll take it in, hands just above the knees. Bend those knees straight back or a little arched back, head at neutral. Straighten the knees around the back and bring the chin to chest. Press it down and round it up. Press it and round it. And go ahead and round it up, and then roll it all the way up. Let's pull one arm across the body. And we'll take it to the other side. And And we're going to pull this elbow back. Watch that low back. Don't let the low back arch out. Tuck the rear. Squeeze the abs. And taking it to the other side. And taking those arms out to the side. One arm goes behind the back, one arm goes behind the head, trying to touch those fingers together. And taking it to the other side. And we're going to take the hands behind the back, clasp those fingers together, press the hands down toward the ground, opening up that space between the shoulders and the ears, trying to bring those shoulder blades together. And right ear goes to right shoulder. Head goes back to center, and then left ear to left shoulder, really pulling those hands down so you can feel the stretch in the side of the neck. And head goes back to center, squeezing the shoulder blades together, bring the chest forward and the arms up. And we're going to bring the arms down. As far as you can go, keeping those legs straight. And we're going to go ahead and round the back up, roll it all the way up, and taking it onto the wall. One leg forward, one leg back. That back leg is straight, that back heel is pressed into the ground, feeling that stretch in the upper part of the calf. Now bending the back leg, but keeping the heel on the ground, take the weight to the toe. And we're going to take it to the other side. Head goes back, back leg is straight, heel is pressed into the ground. And bending the back leg, weight to the toe, heel stays on the ground. And release. One arm on the wall, one arm up in the air, crossing it over, and arc the arm toward the wall. And release. We're going to take it to the other side. Stretch the arm up. And arc it toward the wall. And bring it up. Let's go back to our mat. I forgot these. Forgot, but not for too long. We're gonna take it down and take one leg back, take the hands to the inside of the shoe and sink the hips down. Hand that's furthest from the shoe comes up. And down, hand that's closest to the shoe comes up. And down, bring that back leg in. Step the other foot out. Hands to the inside of the shoe and sink the hips down. Hands furthest from the shoe comes up. And down. Hand that's closest to the shoe comes up. And down. And we're going to go ahead and roll it up. And now we'll go ahead and get started for today. I'm trying to think how I want to start. I'm going to grab a weight over here. We're going to do some weighted squats. I had some other exercises in here. I'm having a little trouble with my left shoulder. So I took out a lot of shoulder stuff. So we're going to do weighted squats. I was going to do an overhead weighted squat, but we're just going to have weights in each hand. Rear goes back, sit it down, stand it up. You can use heavier weight on this. Of course, if you're just getting started, you can use no weight. Butt goes back, back is straight. Go for one more. Very good. And we're going to do some shoulder rotations. Let's see if I see Carlos hopped on. Good morning. Lynn is here. Good morning. I'm going to go pretty light on these today. This is my only real shoulder exercise. I always think that this is more of a rehab exercise. But my palms are facing in. And just rotating those shoulders out, bringing it right back next to the body. One, very good. We did quite a bit of upper body yesterday too, so I actually think it's a good thing to sort of rest it today. All right, we're going to go 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, lunge. Take that back knee straight down toward the ground. Doesn't have to go all the way down. Lunge, squat. One more, taking it right to the other side. Same thing, back knee goes down, torso stays upright, nice and tall on the torso. Last one, and we're gonna finish this first set with a standing bicycle crunch. So one weight, and you can do this with or without weight, but we're gonna bring elbow to opposite knee. Last one, taking it to the other side and crunch. Last one, and we're going right back to the beginning. About have every weight I own out today, it feels like. All right, starting with those squats, weighted squats. You can do them with or without weight. We're gonna push the butt back, sit down, stand up, back stays straight. Last one. Moving on to those shoulder rotations. Try just a little more weight. Elbows stay right next to your body. Take it out and back in. Last one, moving into the squat, the lunge squats. There we go, and down. One, to the other side, and down. Last one, and we're going to go into that standing bicycle crunch. Here we go, and crunch. Last one, to the other side, and crunch. One, very good, and just like that, going into our last set of this first round, starting with the, just with the weighted squats, pushing the butt back, back stays straight, down and up. good. Moving into those shoulder rotations. Ready? Out to in. Last one. Going into the lunge squats. Swing up. Ready? Down and up. Last one, taking it to the other side. Very good. And finishing off with a weighted bicycle crunch. Standing, ready, and crunch. Last one, taking it to the other side, crunch. Last one, and just like that, round one is in the books. Little high five, high five. We're gonna go right into our second round, and we're gonna start with a plank row. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you some modifications. So I have 2 weights, and I'm gonna be hold these back just a little so you can see. I'm gonna be in a plank. Legs can be a little wider here, but we're gonna push through one arm, pull the other arm up. Push, and then pull. So it's a row with your dumbbells. You wanna keep your body from rocking, just like we do any plank work. It's core stabilization. So try not to rock too much back and forth. You'll feel a little give, but you don't want to just be turning your body side to side too. You want to keep the torso straight and just pull that arm straight up. And so you have to really push through the weight on the weight that stays on the ground. If this is too challenging, you can do a plank just with the weights, or you can go down to the ground. You can always do a row with no weights, just practice pulling one arm up, or a plank with a shoulder tap, tapping one hand to the opposite shoulder, back and forth. So lots of different things that you can do. You can just do a whole plank too. Work on that core strength. So whatever way you're doing, here we go. Ready? My legs are a little bit wider in the back just to give me a little bit stronger positioning so that I don't rock as much. So we go row and row. it's been a while. So we're gonna go into a skull crusher. I'm gonna use one weight on this. See how my shoulder feels. So we're gonna lay back on this one. I have one weight. That weight is gonna go right over my chest. I'm gonna take that weight right behind my forehead, elbows stay high, and then bring it back up. Elbows stay high and up. Last one, very good. We're gonna go into a 6. You know what? Let's do this one first. Let's take that weight right to our lap. Hands can, if you're not using a weight, you can put hands just right next to your body. But we're gonna put heels on the ground, toes pointed up, bridge it up, squeeze the rear, and bring it down. Relax. Squeeze and relax. Push through the heels as you go up, like you're gonna slide your heels across the ground, but you're not really. One, and now we'll put that weight down and finish off with a 6-inch leg raise. So I'm going to put my hands under my rear. I want the small of my back, my low back to stay pressed into the ground. If one of my legs go out, if there's a gap between my back and the ground, I'm going to lift my head or my head and my shoulders to push that low back down into the ground. So we're going to just lift them 6 inches up and down. Back stays pressed into the ground. All right, we're going right back to the beginning with those plank rows. Ready? And pull, pull. Last one. Whew, very good. And moving into the skull crusher. Ready? And weight goes back, elbows stay high and up. Take that weight right down in my lap, on my heels, and bridge it up. Squeeze the rear, relax. Press it up, push through the heels and down. Squeeze, push, down. Keep it going. One, and going into the 6-inch leg raise, hands go over the rear, push that low back into the ground, and lift. And stop. All right, we got one more set in the strength portion of this workout, starting with the rows. All right, here we go. Ready? And row. One. Those are kind of challenging. Get your core, get your arms. All right, going into the skull crusher. Weights right up over the chest. Take it right behind the head and up. One, and we're going to take it onto or into those weighted bridges. So on your heels, toes pointed up, lift, squeeze, press, and down. Lift, squeeze, press through the heels and down. One, and going into the 6-inch leg raises. Ready, and lift, lift. Two, and bring it on up. And that is going to do it for the strength portion of this workout. I'm going to go ahead and take off my shoes and socks. You can join me if you'd like. to take it onto our back. Feet are flat on the ground, hands behind the head. And we're going to pull chin to chest, and at the same time, let the head rest in the hands, giving a little resistance. And release. Bring it right back up, but bring the chin to one side. Release, and bring the chin up to the other side. And release. And we're going to take the arms out to the side, one leg straight, one leg bent, and taking the knee to one side, keeping that same shoulder on the ground. So my right knee is going to the side, my right shoulder stays on the ground. And release, taking it right to the other side. Feet flat on the ground before you cross one leg over the other. That's a figure 4. Use that bottom leg to pull the whole top leg toward your chest. Then grab the outside of the knee on the top leg and pull that knee toward your opposite shoulder. Hand that's on the outside of the knee moves to the inside of the knee. Continue to pull the whole leg, the whole top leg in toward your chest, but now push out on that knee. And release. Feels good. And to the other side, same thing, pulling the whole top leg toward your chest, pulling the knee toward your opposite shoulder. Pushing the knee out. Continue to pull the whole top leg in. And release. We're going to sit it up, hands behind the back, feet flat on the ground, shoulder blades together, bridge it up, look back. Do some Z-sits, side to side. Good. And taking it onto our stomach and pulling one heel to the rear. And release. And the other heel to the rear. pressed into the mat, turn those hands, fingers facing the knees. Couple rocks before you turn one hand, palm up. Not much weight on the palm up hand, but try to get the whole back of the hand on the ground, flat. Try to keep the arms straight. And then on that palm up hand, just move the fingers so that they're pointing in different directions. Trying to stretch the forearm and the wrist here. And switch hands. And we're going to go ahead and sit back on the backs of the legs. Stretch those arms out in front. Tops of the feet pressed into the mat. And thread one arm under the other. Thread the needle. And taking it to the other side. And we're going to take it into down dog. Toes on the mat. Bring the rear up. Bring the feet flat to the ground. Heels pressed into the ground. Arms right in between, or head right in between your arms. One leg comes up, bend it, rotate to the outside of the body, looking right under that armpit. And back into down dog. Other leg goes up, bend it, rotate to the outside of the body, looking right under the armpit. Arms are straight, hands are flat on the ground. And back into down dog, onto hands and knees. One leg comes up. Keep that foot, that back foot, top of the foot pressed into the mat. We're going to bring the arms up and back, and then just tuck the rear and push that back hip out, keeping the spine long. To the other side, top of the foot, pressed into the mat on that back leg. Arms come up and back. The spine stays long, but the hip goes forward. Just tuck the hip, push it forward. Sitting in butterfly, using her elbows to press the knees down toward the ground. Sitting pretty tall here. Release elbows from the knees with the straight back. Take the chin toward the toes. Breathe. Go ahead and straighten the legs. One arm wraps around the body. Take the shoulder down toward the thigh. Fingertips to the toes. And back up to the other side. And down to center. And take the chest toward the thighs, straight back. And to the other side. And down to center. And one leg comes in, press that bent knee down toward the ground. The chest comes toward the thigh. And going to the other side. And release. Crisscross. One arm comes to the outside of the opposite knee, other hand right behind your hip. Turn and look over the back shoulder. Sitting tall. And taking it to the other side. And release. We're going to go ahead and stand it up. All right, let's stretch it up tall. Forward fold down, going down as far as you can, keeping those legs straight. Go ahead and bend the knees, roll it up. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. And that is going to do it for our Daily Dose of Fitness on a Tuesday. So we are making our way through this week. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. It was great to have you all on here. I have a card for you today. It says, I am always exactly where I'm supposed to be. I love that. All right, I hope you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I hope you go out there and have a great day. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. If not, I'll see you when I see you. And until next time, everyone, eat well, stay fit, live life. Have a great day. Bye-bye.